So now we are going to talk about post-fertilization event and the part of only seed formation. So during the entire phenomenon of the post-fertilization event, the zygote undergoes transformation into embryo. PEC, that is primary endosperm cell, undergoes transformation into endosperm. We also see that some growth inhibitors stops the maturity of the embryo, right? Next is the integument part. Integument undergoes the formation of the seed coat, which is actually the outer, which is the testa, and the inner, which is the tegmen, right? The ovary wall that undergoes the transformation into fruit wall, or which we can also say it as pericarp. Then in some other cases it is seen that the thalamus transforms into false fruit. So here we know that ovary wall transforms into fruit, that is the proper case. But in other cases, like in case of apple, the thalamus part swells to form a fruit-like structure. That is why it is named as false fruit or accessory fruit. In certain cases, when embryos enter the state of inactivity, then they are termed as, the period is termed as dormancy. Seed viability is the next thing which we understand as a period, or the period during which the seed retains ability to germinate. It remains, that means after a certain period of time still the seed will be able to germinate. So that period is called as seed viability. Now there are various examples where it is seen that in case of oxalis, the viability of that particular seed was seen to be for few days, right? In case of some crops, it is seen that it remains viable for few years. For lotus, it is seen that the viability is around 1,000 years, right? There are prominent examples of date palm, commonly known as date palm, which is scientifically known as Phoenix dactylifera. This is the scientific name of a particular type of date palm in which the seed is seen to be viable of around 2,000 years, and this was found during an excavation at King Herod's palace. A very prominent example which must be remembered. Excavation at King Herod's palace, which is located near Dead Sea, right? And then we will talk about other examples like lupinus arcticus, arcticus, lupinus arcticus, which is lupine species, and there it is seen that it was viable till a period, just mark the time period, 10,000 years. Old seed was found to germinate, and not just germinate, it also found to flower. And this lupinus arcticus was actually excavated from Arctic tundra. This was the region where it was excavated, right? And the next topic which we will learn here is Parthenocarpy. This parthenocarpy is actually derived from the word partheno, which means virgin, and the karpos, meaning is fruit. So it is a virgin fruit, which means that here the formation of the fruit is without fertilization. Without fertilization. That is why the name virgin, right? And here in this case, it is seen that the fruits are generally they are seedless, right? And another thing, it was discovered by Knoll in the year 1902. And another thing is that parthenocarpy can be explained in three categories. One is genetic, the other is environmental, the third category is chemically induced, right? Genetic is where it can take place due to mutation, or which we know as hybridization. If we talk of environmental method, that is maybe because of low temperature, frost, or fog, right? In case of chemically induced way, it is actually due to auxin hormones, auxin, then gibberellins, right? Gibberellins, that if they are charged in low concentration, then it can end up in parthenocarpy. Now I give you few examples of genetic type of parthenocarpy. In case of banana, we can talk of parthenocarpy through genetic method. If we talk of environmental, it can be tomato, it can be capsicum. At least 2 to 3 examples are always important to remember. In case of chemically induced, it has been tried on tomato, it has been tried on strawberry also, right? And you can also write about citrus fruit.